paraphrase Jonathan, who's not here tonight, y'all keep it going for Yellow Cab Tavern. They put the roof over our head tonight. If it wasn't for Yellow Cab, we wouldn't be here. And in the same vein, give it up for the four pillars, Aisha, Morgan, Jonathan, and Link. They volunteer so we can be here tonight, so please. This is how I introduce myself. Hi, my name's M Wuebker. I have 2 books, Pages Torn from a Plague, Relentless Liminality, a few collections, and I read with Dayton Poetry Slam. It's the longest running poetry slam in Ohio at 26 years, and Link's been doing it for 20. That's how passionate I am about this. And I think most people think I'm working for another corporation, but I'm not, and we're not a cult. But why do I say that? Why do I get up here and say, welcome to Sunday evening poetry service? This is what it is. We're in a sanctuary of words. This stage, there's been tears, there's been sacrifices, confessionals up here. I asked somebody to come back to Sunday evening poetry service, and they said, I go to church that time. I wanted to say, so do we. But, I respect their beliefs, and this is where we are. So, welcome, Dayton Poetry Slam. 26 years. It's unbelievable. I do have 2 books out, and what else? When I'm out in the community and I hear other people talking about Dayton Poetry Slam, Lisa, I'm going to talk about your book release party. You see people out, and it's like, oh, I met you at Dayton Poetry Slam 2 years ago, and you've been that. I don't think the 4 pillars know how much we talk about this outside of just every other Sunday night, 2 or 3 Sunday nights. So, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. Everybody's got to believe in something, and I believe I'm right where I need to be on Sunday night. So let's read some poetry. This is called Crosswalk in a Toxic Void. Sometimes the light never changes and you need to jaywalk, glancing both ways half-assed and quickly, hoping like hell for a clear break. Authority and surveillance, ensuring lockstep participation and tracking our existence. While mindful it is not mandatory, unwillingness will not be tolerated. Our journey never suspends. Haste, something not to be taken lightly, while scarcity of options and opinions is the daily way of life. Explorations forbade knowledge and illumination anymore. Future is no more than a void, staring back with so many answers and questions we forgot to ask, if they even ever existed, and vying for changes we never merited. We live among multitudes, stacked in urban igloos with no heat. The irony of waiting for spring thaws only falls to those who survive on their own willful determination. Life these days is just another mirage in a city full of hologram people with disappearing shadows. I step from the curb. Crosswalk in a toxic void. My name is M Wuebker. As always, thank you for listening, and it's an honor to be your opening poet.
Keep it going for M Wuebker.